Generic greetings. In the previous episode, we had a gang fight, which was not entirely unforeseen. It's something that it will just get worse and worse and snowball towards a horrible, vicious, probably bloody and fiery end, but let's just concentrate on the now. It was around here, and we've cleaned that up, and hopefully that will be the end of it. It won't. So, in the previous episode, we didn't get a huge amount of building done. It was mainly sort of taking a little step back and seeing what the deal was. And we got these cells here added. We got a morgue added here, which I should probably check to see if it is. Yeah, what a surprise. It's not staff only because the game likes to do that. And we increased our cell size around here. So overall, not too bad. Not a massive amount of building, but just good progress. We got some programs done. We got extra grants done, and overall happy. So this episode, we want to do two main things. We want to get all of these graded cells done. And we also want to get flooring put in because we just don't have any. So let us crack straight on with that. Oh, actually, before anything else, we do have some new prisoners, which apparently we got a Casper Knuckles Grey, which is a face-in-game prison number 081479. Convicted of child cruelty, child endangerment, depriving children of food, selling children as food, and misrepresenting the weight of livestock. I hope those are not connected, but I have a feeling that they are. That's just the biography, which means nothing. They're actually being convicted of violent disorder and rioting. Do we have any traits? We will go over to intelligence, and we can see that we have fearless and an unknown trait. So, no, not really. We still have a lot of Stokel and quicks around here, or one quick, but the unknown traits there. Oh, potential CI. Let's pause the game a second, and we will go to experience, and we will recruit John Grant, prisoner number 88052330, as our confidential informant. We now have the one. Obviously, we still have phone taps, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is start to build these cells. So we need to do, to be honest with you, we need to do most of them manually, which is a bit of a shame. But let's just crack on. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. And there we go. We don't need to do that one because that will be cloned from there, but this one we will need to copy. The question is, do I want the entrance there or do I want it down here? If we have it there, we will have better sight lines, so I think that is the way to go. So, there. Okay. And then obviously we're going to have all of the things in here, so showers and that sort of thing. To clarify about this one here, this cell block here, the one in the middle, or sub-cells, or sub-prison, mini-prison, whatever you want to call it. There's been many suggestions for names of it. Oh, look, and that's high security. Let's just put a stack of water pipes on the main jail door so it can't open. Cheers. This is going to be almost a clone of this. So, certainly from this point to the right, this one will be identical. The one in the middle will be identical. However, from the shower to the left, it will be not drastically different, but it will have a lot of changes. The outer edge will probably be exactly the same. So we're still going to have our cells going from the edge here all the way around and like that. In the middle, however, we're not going to have these cells. Instead, we're going to have probably two large dormitories because this is going to be a low-risk cell block. And yes, we would make more money by having it as a high risk, but it's also not as interesting, I think, as having a low risk with dormitories. If we just had low risk with the same layout, then that would be, quite frankly, a bit boring. I wouldn't bother doing it. I would just copy the same over. But I'm interested in trying some dormitories, and I think with low risk, it's probably the way to go. And this one is going to be our high, really, really high prison for, like, for high risk, and probably not Supermax. Supermax and Death Row will be on the left-hand side if we come to expand. But this will have to be a total redesign of this because obviously it's nowhere near as large. But let's crack on with over here. So I need to fill these in. So rooms, cell, and obviously we will designate these. And there we go, and there we go. And then I do need to do that one, and I forgot to place a wall, so I will resolverate that now. There we are. So in terms of objects, I'm going to put the jail door on last. We need to put a bed in, so we'll put a bed in like so, a bed in like so, and actually no, this one will be different because it's going to be mirrored on the other side. Darn it, so I'm going to have to do that manually as well. Oh well. I'll survive. Or maybe I won't. Oh no, sorry, just a mild heart attack. Right, so let's put that there. So the beds, and do we want to have a shower? I think we do want to have a shower. So we'll put showers in. For that bed needs to go in there, like so. For the showers and the toilets, we're probably going to put them for... Oh yes, hang on. I haven't done that one as well. I forgot this one is graded. There we are. Well, I'll do that now. Right. So bed, and we'll designate that as cell as well. Obviously these are all graded, or will be all graded differently. There we are. So I'll wait for the workers to come and do whatever they're going to do, because I've totally forgot which bits I've done and haven't done. So I'll just let them crack on with that one. We haven't got patrols in this area, so we will preemptively add them, like so. And, oh, we found some shears. Shears. Where would shears have been brought in from? They have to have been smuggled in either... Oh, sorry, they have to have come for visitation. I don't think there's any other way they can be brought in. No, they were smuggled in through the front door. They've been detected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And we've only just got around to stopping them, apparently. That's interesting. Can you see that there where it says smuggled? It's around there. I believe what that means is it was originally smuggled from here, so that's one owner. And I think that means a handover. So it's been smuggled from one person to the other. I think that's what it means. Anyway. At least we're finding them. It's the stuff we don't know about that could potentially be the problem. But as we don't know about it, it may not be a problem. It's like Schrodinger's tools. Schrodinger's problem. Right, so where were we? We wanted to get these put in, so I'm going to have a toilet and showers. So shower, and them. So these are going to be very, very highly rated cells. High graded cells. I'm going to put the jail door on them. Just because, even if we don't complete them, it means that they are now legitimate cells and we can get more prisoners tomorrow. And because of the lack of workers, it could be an issue. There's another set of shears. For some reason, they keep smuggling them in through crates of eggs. Yeah. Just crack an egg open and a massive pair of shears come out. I don't know what sort of egg you're opening. Maybe a T-Rex egg, or ostrich eggs are quite big, but I don't think you fit them in that. Who ordered the Stegosaurus eggs? Don't worry about it. They'll be fine. Anyway, so these cells are now all legit. I will have to run some water pipes, so I'll run them along to here and down to there. I've run all this water pipe along here, and I don't know if it's strictly necessary. I have a feeling that it won't work. What I will do then is run the pipework like so. And I'll wait for the others to be put in before I crack on with that. You can see we have got janitors who are actually doing the laundry, which is a strange one. Because we do have people working in there. Oh well. It's very clean as well, you might note. You might see. It's because, obviously, we do have a cleaning cupboard. Apart from the cleaning cupboard, which is a bit dirty. Sort of ironically. But yeah, we've got all that cleaning. We've had no real issues there as well. I'm just going to double check gang members. We do still have 2 green gang members, but we now have 3 red. So, again, that could be a bit of an issue. In terms of room quality, you can see that there are some prisoners who are eligible for a higher rated cell. So this person is eligible for a 3 and is currently in a 1. This person is eligible for a 4, as is his neighbour, as is their neighbour, as is their neighbour. So this is a nice area to be in, I guess. This is the good part of the street. This, however, is the rough part of the street. Look at that, 0 of 1, 1 of 1. You wouldn't even drive down there, put it that way. You certainly wouldn't park your car there. It'll end up on bricks faster than a Formula 1 pit crew. That's it, gone, no wheels. Right, so let's go for the pipe work all the way around there, which is now hopefully complete-rated. We do have the patrols. We have 8 prisoners arriving, some of which will be probably put into these cells and other prisoners moved over. Just need to double-check that we have we do have used cell quality ratings on. I thought we did, but I wanted to double-check. We are still on 56% for our inmate nutritional research, so we're still progressing on with that one quite nicely. We're not going to have any windows on this, or bars, I guess, leading to the outside, even though that would increase the increase the grading by 1, but we're just not having it. It's not going to happen. So there's the end of that chat, basically. So we're going to go down here, and we will check our intelligence and informants. We have Storgle, Tough, Storgle, Fearless, and Quick, and another gang member. I wonder if we're going to have any blue gang members yet. No, 4 red gang members and 2 green. We also have another face in game, Dave Moser Harris. So, a hopeless vagabond, Moser abandoned a career in the oil industry to travel the world and explore spirituality. Sadly, he was forced into a life of crime after burning all of his worldly possessions at a Buddhist retreat. And apparently that was, a decent way of being convicted for violent disorder. Served 1.8 years, got 4 left, so hopefully they will be paroled. Speaking of parole, we have 2 prisoners up for parole, and 1 prisoner has been released early. We're just going to check our grading, and we can see we've got 9 prisoners being released, and we need 10 before we get A grading. I am hopeful that this will be a decent graded prison, because we do have, I think, a decent valuation. No deaths so far, no escapes, and very little violence. So I'm hoping that perhaps we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Anyway, so we will get some TVs put in, and we're going to start grading these cells up. So in front of all of the beds, that is the correct way, yes. We will put these TVs. Next to the beds, if there is space, which I believe there is space everywhere. Yeah, I'll place these. Yes, that's fine. This bookshelf. That one's convenient as well. It's next to that bookshelf is next to the toilet and the bed. I think most people know this, but I know some, perhaps maybe yourself might not. But you can see the Bible on there, or generic spiritual book. You can see when you rotate it, it changes. Just like a little... The book changes. It's literally a rotational faith book. You spin it round, gives you a different one. Just a little quirk. Little bit of detail there. Okay, so we want to have some more stuff in here. We're going to check grading. This should be a 5 grading? 5 grading. Oh, actually, no. Occupant entitled grade 5. It's not grade 5 yet. Because it hasn't placed that. But once it's placed that, it will be 5, which is fine. So, do we want anything else in terms of grading in there? There is probably a reason to do it, but I'm not going to have a... I'm not going to, I think, increase that grading. I'm going to increase these ones, though. I want to have a staggered grading. So that we don't have... the same grading across the lot. So what I'll do is that. And then we need a radio. I mean, they'll still be high graded, most of these, you understand. Radio. Radio. Do we have a radio in here? I don't know. I think that's, however, these will be 8s now. 7s, 8s when they get that in there. Oh, it requires an... Oh, so it'll actually be grading 9. So we've got 5, 7, 6. So actually, I think... Oh, that's an hour 6 grading. So we're gonna our minimum grading is going to be 6. Okay. Dismantle that. We want to have it so that we, as I said, we have a staggered grade. So it's not just 6 upwards. We want to have slightly better, bit better than that, really good, rather than really good and the best. We're talking like instead of going from you know, Hilton, Ritz, etc. We want to have it a bit more graded. So sort of student DOS house at Ibiza, that monkey motel on the I-47, travel in, etc. Right. So let's go for grading again. So we'll check. Room quality. It is 5, 6, 8, and 9. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to touch that anymore. Right, so we're still losing a grand a day. Dandy. However, we should be able to now go over to reports and programs and start some guard taser certification. Pharmacological treatment to drug addiction now has 5 in the queue. I will start that because I think it's important that we do that. We've just had a bit of a ding-a-ling noise there, and that's because we've finished one part of inmate nutritional research. So we'll go over to our policy and changes to low and low. And if we go to regime, we'll say free time 1, 2, 1, 2, and leave that 8 there. So that should be that grant on the go now. So we want to have some flooring because we just don't have any. So let's focus on that right now. So a lot of this flooring will be going in and around the walkway bits, and a lot of it will probably be expanded upon inside the cells, because a lot of these cells will probably have the same flooring, but I have not yet decided what flooring. There's a lot of flooring I'm placing here, but it's worth it because, quite frankly, it's been a long time coming. And I'm sure there will be bits left that I've forgotten. Oh, immediately it looks better. So the flooring that I normally put in here is these tiles, but I think we'll change it up. We'll do something a bit different. Maybe mosaics or something, but we'll see. So you can see we just spent some money on tasers. Understandable. It is now free time, so a lot of the prisoners, instead of going to eat, they're just going to be wandering around, and because of that, needs will be going up. Danger level is low, staff morale is high. 11 prisoners, 10 prisoners, 9 prisoners. Okay, that's definitely reducing. Saying they're well treated. 2 prisoners have serious complaints, and we've got some armed guards in service. There's some a drill being found. Looks like Richard Williams, 43, has been smuggling that in unknown places. I mean, that's a large drill to be smuggling in. Let's go for here. We can see exercise need is in the critical level, and I know what it'll be. It'll be these guys. Yep, there we go. 1 and 2. These cannot exercise. I just don't have any way to stop that, I'm afraid. These guys are in here for a reason, and that person is also shouting about drugs. So, interesting. Snitch and fearless. I'm guessing a drug addict. Anyway, so we've got the flooring ordered down in here, and most of it is now placed. I will go for a white tiles in all of these rooms because because we are. It's just generally what we go for in these areas. We want the same in the shower. There we go. And then I tend to have a metal floor in solitary. And I think concrete. Maybe in the holding cell. No, concrete will be whatever these end up being, which is probably concrete. Now, I really want a wooden floor along here, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Certainly a wooden floor in parole, but I would like it in the rest of it, which is 10 grand. Wooden floor is just too expensive. Parole can have wooden floor. We'll be posh with parole. Cleaning cupboard and laundry. Ceramic floor is my favourite looking. But again, 3 grand for that little bit, not going to happen. Not going to happen. 600. Yeah, that's fine. So, there we are. For the rest of it, I will do next episode. So, there's a lot of flooring put in. We've got all of the graded cells. We've got good patrols. We've got a chair just dumped in the middle of there because of reasons. But we can get rid of all this planning now. And we are starting to have this look like a decent prison. Let's go for informants. We have no potential informant there. Let's go and check one thing. There was a ding-a-ling on there. Oh, have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course. Wow, we've done that very early, a lot earlier than I would have expected. If we go to our programs, then we should be able to set off a general education qualification. Yes, we can. Wow, I didn't expect them to do that this early. I think, well, I know for a fact it's been made easier from previous editions, but I think what's helped us is the fact that we don't have armed guards walking around. We don't have loads of armed guards walking around, which gives a huge suppression effect, so prisoners are less likely to kick off. However, they're also less likely to reform and learn. So, maybe that's some advantage. Maybe there is a positive advantage of doing a prison like this. I thought we were just doing something quite interesting. I don't think I've never built a prison like a prisons within prisons where everything is completely self-contained. But so far, it's working out, and it's working out very well, much better than I would have ever envisaged. Either way, we're going to leave it there because, quite frankly, we're running out of money. But we are getting 63 generic currency a day, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and I believe I may be right, I may be wrong in saying this, but I think finish off this cell block. We've got this to do, and we've got this to do. We've got a bit of flooring to put in. A little bit of expansion in here with more phone booths. But other than that, it's pretty much done. I think I want a CCTV camera in the holding cell. But that means more CCTV monitors. Automatic door openers are needed as well. Yeah, that's alright. And, right, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll crack on. Oh, before I forget, actually. There we go. No lights in there. And now there is. Sweet. Right. Next episode, we'll go ahead and hopefully finish this off. If not, at least get these cells done, because then more prisoners, more money, more better. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.